not here, because it is publicized more. Hey, Soviet teacherले हेर्नुपर्ने classroom हो यो. It is made by office, so it is only for giving lectures, not for running the internal assessments. Because if you load any internal assessment document here, it is public to your whole group. So I don't like that. So I give you another classroom for your internal assessment with codes, and you can.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So in this course, we have 50 full mark as of other courses, and it has no practical. Simply, okay, what's wrong? For example, I can give you the major home as my assignment for major nutrients, because they are just reflections from your previous biochemistry courses. Okay, but for measure of the classification and functions, I give you some important aspects only. I deliver important aspects. For example, I don't touch carbohydrate and its metabolism, but I am interested to deliver on crude fiber, okay, or dietary fiber. This I will deliver you. But in vitamins, we will discuss only these, how to say, it is these deficiency symptoms only, okay? So in lipids, we will not discuss whole lipid and fat, but we can discuss about some fatty acids, and those are essential fatty acids, okay? So then minerals, we don't go to whole mineral chapters and its biology, but we can focus to measure macro and micro minerals, because have the direct impact on human health for growth, development, and reproduction. So, okay. Then before starting this course, I think you are already aware of these terminologies that come frequently throughout the course. One is food, diet, and dietetics, nutrients, nutrition, and nutrient intake, digestion and metabolism, you know, these anti-nutritional factors, you know, the aging and nutrition we will discuss, the fat and obesity and its linkages with cholesterol and its relation again further to cancer. Okay, this we will talk. And the nutritional status of Nepalese people and nutritional status of the global context we will study. Then malnutrition as a vicious cycle we will study, and disease related to nutrition and food, majorly to that of the metabolism related disease. Okay, metabolic disorders, for example, high cholesterol, some form of cancers, and this is with diabetes mellitus and other kidney diseases and diseases related to eye. Okay, we say simply cataracts. Okay, we will study in this course. So before going to this course, and let us see the relationship between the food and nutrition into the human health. And simply, I will not define any word because they are simple ones you can do yourself. Okay, there are many factors this affects the nutritional status of people. One is nutrient intake, second is socioculture, third is physiology of body or physiological stage of people, and fourth one is the form of food eaten, either it is raw or it is cooked or it is stored or something, or it is deep freeze, something else, because or it is baked. Okay. Pauroti nakhane हामी कोही छैनौं, बिस्कुट नखाने कोही छैनौं, they are the bakery products. And lastly, it is very important, those all affect to the bioavailability. That means absorption in our intestine. Okay, so these are related to affecting to sustaining life process, growth and development, and replacing the loss, means replacement of cells and tissues, the old cells and tissues in our body, and to the functioning of energy provision systems. That means energy is the first terminology we use to express as in the nutrition. But energy itself is not the nutrition. It is derivative of carbohydrate, protein, and fat. And sometimes we also spell out for alcohol. Okay. तिमी हामीले भन्दाखेरि कार्बोहाइड्रेट फ्याट प्रोटिन मिनरल भिटामिन वाटर चाहिँ न्युट्रिएन्ट हो तर इनर्जी चाहिँ होइन है यो चाहिँ जानिराख्नु energy is never a nutrient but it is derivative of some nutrients, okay, that is mostly derived from carbohydrate protein and fat and rarely or little from alcohols, okay. So in the concept of nutrition we have to study we have to link these prerequisites and its function directly. Prerequisites for good health, we can spell out to optimal growth and development, structural integrity and functional efficiency. That means regular body mechanisms or efficiency of the body tissue repair. And third one is the mental well-being. And fourth one is the stress tolerance. And the last but not at least is the immune competence. That means the viable immune development is also related to the condition of food eaten. So these all are related again to the functional nutrients to sustaining life, growth, repairing losses, and energy provision. So they are simply the introductory part. So then if we go to talk to the true relation of good health and nutrition, we can spell out these energy and protein metabolism. There is some effect from early stage of human to later stage of growth, because good nutrition is an all-round tonic to good health, and nutrition is needed for all kind of development activities in the body, from physiological, mental, and finally to the intellectual development of brain development. So in global scale, we discuss about protein and energy malnutrition, and we hardly discuss about vitamins and micromineral deficiencies. Indeed, all are nutrients. They have some that create some health disorders. So, for example, a normal child of 5 years should gain 18.5 kg, and a normal man and woman should gain a weight of 50 and 55 kg at 16 years of age. Okay, a healthy 1 year child should get 10 kilogram body weight. They are the normal standards to the growth of human. Okay, so next one is there are also some relations between the nutrition and immunity, and malnutrition makes the body vulnerable to attack of many diseases. The lymphatic tissues are very vulnerable to undernutrition. So first, the infection starts from our lymphatic tissues, lung, heart, kidney. They are the lymphatic tissues, and they are the first part of the body they are attacked if people are undernourished. Okay. But for our immunity competence, the T cells work mostly, and they function on metabolic pathways through nutrients. For example, it depends on the availability of zinc, copper, vitamin B6, and some other micronutrients. For example, micronutrients like manganese also work, chromium also work. Okay, you know the relationship of chromium in our health. Just copper activates insulin. Okay, that means copper is involved in glucose metabolism. Then manganese, you know this manganese, Mn. Magnesium, you know, because it is important for muscular integrity. But for manganese as a micronutrient works for reproductive management, okay, or the reproductive health maintenance. Okay. Then in human health system, there are two methods of immunity mechanism. We say the phagocytosis is one, and dismantle diet defense mechanism impaired due to the undernutrition. Okay, then if there is lack of vitamin C and zinc, they work together to maintain the phagocytosis. Your cystosis and cytosis, CYO, PHAGOCYTOS, phagocytosis. And another one is the production of cytokines, including these immunity hormones like interleukins and interferons. They are depressed when the nutrient provision is limited, and the production of immunoglobulins and macrophages are dysfunctioned during malnutrient conditions. So the immunocompetence can be increased with bioactive phytochemicals containing foods, and this we'll discuss in a separate chapter. The bioactive phytochemicals or the phytonutrients, we simply say. And then in this chapter, we'll discuss the phenolic compounds, indoles, flavonoids, anthocyanins, isothiocyanates, coumarins, lignins, diterpenes, and quinones also. Okay, then available in many fruits and green vegetables. So this is the simple definition of the terminologies and what is and its food and nutrient relationship. First, you have to discuss the malnutrition and this immunocompetence. This is enough. Okay, it has nothing else to do more, and let us nutritional status assessment. Let me know if I am not in good connection, okay? So in assessment of nutritional status, we discuss the clinical and physical methodologies that are in practice by ourselves or by the physician, okay? So the assessment of nutritional status of man and woman can be obtained in the following methods. One is the clinical examination, that means the physical examination of body. Second one is the laboratory investigations of blood or something else. Then over the anthropometric studies, the vital statistics, dietary surveys, national studies, and the family surveys. They are simple methods to assess the nutritional condition of people. Let's go to clinical examination. It is simple physical examination of whole body part. Then the sample of population is clinically examined to detect sign of malnutrition, and some visual signs could be expected through the examination of hair, face, eye, lips, tongue, teeth, gums, glands, skin color, the nail colors, and so on. And it is a relatively cheaper method of detection of malnutrition, and laboratory investigation could be suggested through the first clinical examination. Okay, and it doesn't require any kind of laboratory reagents, and it is just first visual sign. The doctors could appeal, could find you on your observation. Okay, so it has nothing to do, but in laboratory methods, we mostly test the biochemical aspects. For example, there are many biochemical tests, from a urine test, the blood test, the liver function test, the blood plasma retinal and other compound test. For example, the blood calcium test. They are all related to the laboratory investigations. They are a bit expensive and can be applied in a small scale and adapted in many hospitals, as named as the biochemical test, okay, or some physiological tests also. In blood, mostly the availability of albumin, hemoglobin, leukocytes, RBC, WBC also. WBC, leukocyte, they are the same. And there are many other derivatives of this blood analysis, okay. So they are the simple laboratory investigations. Then let's go back again to clinical sign of nutritional status. One can see the clinical sign, good or poor health condition of a man or woman through the examination of general appearance. You can compare to good nutrition and the poor nutritional status of people for alert or restless, weight of people, normal weight or overweight or underweight. Then to define this, we will study this body mass index, and how to calculate the body mass index we will discuss in a separate chapter. Then for muscles, well developed, firm, good bone or not. If the muscle is flaccid, then it may be kwashiorkor or marasmic condition. Or the poor bone, you can also link to the marasmic or the kwashiorkor condition. The nervous control, then how people is in control himself, good attention or apathetic or sympathetic terms we will use. If the man is in good rest condition, we say pathetic. If the man or woman is not in rest, or he or she is restless, then we say this condition is apathetic. Okay. Then other gastrointestinal functions, the cardiovascular functions, the normal heart rate and the rhythm, the blood pressure checking, and the general vitality, for example, energetics, the walking steps, how he is doing. Then from skin color, either it is smooth or rough. From lips color, either it is in good color, moist, or it is in dry, or it is chelosis. That means the corner of mouth is sometimes infected or swollen, and there is scaly, and it is broken, sometimes bleeding. Oat chelosis bhन्छ. Then, for example, neck color, the neck enlargement, neck ko size kasto cha. Then the nail colors, it is firm, it is bright, or it is pink, or it is bright or breezed. Then from these comparisons, we can estimate the people is in good health or in a poor health. Or the condition may be applied through nutrition, good nutrition and the poor nutrition. So in anthropometric, it is misguided to in the online presentation because I am using the old slides. And in anthropometric measurement, we use the data of height weight index, the skin fold thickness, skin wrinkles kati bhako cha, and arm circumference. They are used. And if children do not get enough food, the height weight index, they are affected, stunting. Okay. So in Nepal, we believe around 40% children are stunted. Okay? Then adults without enough food would lose the weight and appetite, and overeating may lead to obese condition. Body mass index ma if this height weight index is below than 19, it is under nutrition condition. And if it is more than 30, it is over nutrition condition. 25 is optimum, and between the 25 and 30, we say it is apathetic condition. That means people are leading to overweight. Okay, over 30, it is obese. There are some differences between the terminologies fat and obesity. Okay, the fat means the deposition of muscle mass in the body simply, but obese condition means this replacement of water tissues by the adipose tissue in the body. Hey? Moto hunu, that's not bad, but obese hunu, it is very bad. Fatty bhaneko moto. Hey, moto bhaneko, this is simply muscular mass or muscle to bone ratio is very high. Hey? But in obese condition, the fat deposition or the adipose tissue deposition is very high. So these are the terminologies you have to know we go throughout the course. Then anthropometric measurements are the simple expression of nutritional status through the personal observation, okay, or individual observation for weight, mass, something else. In vital statistics, there are some already built statistics for nutritional status. For example, from them, the later inferences are drawn about the nutritional status of people. Stunting, the rate of stunting, the rate of child mortality, the obese children. Okay, there are some example of vital statistics. And infant mortality rate in Nepal, school children feeding in Nepal are some examples of these vital statistics. And prenatal mortality rate, and could give the index of maternal nutrition. And maternal nutrition is 50%. So then dietary survey, they are the quantitative small scale survey, and and it is frequently done by some nutrition related and nutrition and food related offices. and the community is compared for information about the food items eaten by people, or a people is compared with physiological needs. This is simple, the dietary survey. And in national studies, it may go to the national database or from some vital census. Census survey, it may come in the national studies survey. Okay, just for food export and import data. Then other material nutrition conditions, whole nation or the nationwide data. Okay, nationwide census data is an example of national studies. Sorry. Then other family surveys. In family surveys, the family is taken as a basic respondent, and a guide and a record keeping book is given, log book is given to family, and the family records everything they have eaten, they have consumed, they have washed, and they have stored what they have in the family to eat. And from this record, then this household need is investigated, and the economic condition or the nutritional condition of household would be defined through the family survey. So it is simple. एउटा family जे खान्छ त्यसको total investigation गर्नुहोस् अनि के भन्छ त्यसलाई, अनि त्यसपछि उसको economic condition अनुसारको data चाहिँ you can get from the type of food eaten. यो चाहिँ food economic survey को लागि विशेष useful method हो. Okay, then the next, we don't have nothing for 2 chapters, sorry, not courses. आज भोलिदेखि अब सबै 2टा ग्रुप मात्रै हो, के गरौँ अनि भोलि A र B सेक्सन मात्रै ओपन हुन्छ हैन?